how's your jig head minnow game? Introducing Ducket Fishing's Sway Minnow System. Not just a bait, an entire fishing system. Perfectly balanced jig heads in several fish catching sizes, matched up with the most realistic looking winged minnow baits that you've ever seen. With multiple size baits and jig head weights, you'll be able to figure out the perfect presentation. Check out the Ducket Fishing Sway Minnow System by going to ducketfishing.com. On Friday of last week, West Coast Marine Service, located in Costa Mesa, California, received an order of Caymas Bass Boats. I was on hand to watch the boats being offloaded, and I thought it would be interesting to kind of share that experience. I don't know if you've ever seen how boats are offloaded from a trailer. Maybe you have, but I thought it was pretty cool. First of all, major prop to the driver of this semi-truck. If you're familiar with the streets of Newport Beach, they are narrow and there is lots of traffic, and driving a semi-tractor trailer with 4 bass boats through the streets of Newport Beach, I just got to say, that would not be something that I would look forward to doing. Yeah, those are a lot of yachts surrounding this, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of boats being worked on in this shipyard as they back the bass boats down to the offloader. Once it was centered under the offloader, the workers there, the crew, used really heavy straps to secure the boat and trailer. They went under the boards of the trailer to make sure that they had a good lift, and then they had to make sure that the straps were secured. And then came the very slow process of offloading. You might, as you watch this, you might notice that they're not rushing this very much. It's a very time-consuming, careful process. And by the way, we're only going to look at one boat being offloaded. We're not going to look at all 4 of them being offloaded. But I thought it was pretty interesting to see the way this crew works together. They've obviously got a lot of experience and have done this kind of thing before. But that is a Caymas Bass Boat that is, about 20 feet off the ground. It's just a view you don't normally get when you're looking at a bass boat. Next comes the process of moving the big offloader. You can see the wheels moving there as they move the boat down away from the trailer so they can get it to clear the trailer. Again, I'm just so impressed with how this was done and how careful everybody was. You can see the driver there. He's taking down. He's getting the straps off so that the next boat can be offloaded. It's just a constant busyness about the whole process. And once the boat has cleared the trailer, now comes the final stage where they lower the boat down to the ground. If it seems like it's going really slow, absolutely it is. So yeah, they're very, very careful as they offload these. These boats were unloaded here at the Newport shipyard. They are going to be, they were taken to West Coast Marine Service in Costa Mesa, which is a couple blocks away, and the new owners of these boats will be able to come in and pick them up very soon. There we go. Got it onto the ground. That is a Caymas CX-21. Nice looking boat. Let's look inside. Come on, Keith, let's look inside. Yeah, chalk those tires because that thing will roll and you don't want it going into the ocean. There we go. Nice boat. That's something that you don't see very often. Maybe you've seen this before, maybe you haven't, but it's an interesting process. I thought you might find it interesting. I know I did. Maybe you're in the market for a boat, or maybe you will someday. I invite you to ask me anything about boat purchasing. I've got some insight and I'll be very happy to share what I know about the purchasing of a boat. If you are interested in how you get financing for these kinds of things, I welcome your questions or your comments down below. As your Caymas rep in the West, I want to be as completely transparent with you as I can be. Oh, I sound like a politician now. This word transparency is being used a lot lately. But seriously, if you have a question about financing or anything that surrounds buying a boat, please feel free to reach out. I would love to be able to help you out, answer your question for you. Just leave your question down below here. Or you can direct message me on Instagram at Bass2Anglers Podcast. At Bass2Anglers Podcast. I'm Keith Neiswanger. This is the Bass2Anglers Podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you'd like to reach us, please send us a direct message on Instagram at Bass Tour Anglers Podcast. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you next time.